This is our cue. Right. Okay.
Study many styles, but this tactic I've adapted and made it my own. Feeling right in his act at home. Splitting your head with the chrome. He's one who sees he's a threat. He couldn't have made it through all the vaccines and quarantines. We hit him with the slow the gases, so he couldn't teach.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to
Wu-Tang,
Shaolin. I'm going to correctly pull up this. Yep, I'm certainly live on stream. Let's pop this sucker out. Speedrun is for the children. Always for the children. Pop out chat. Alright. That's what I need so I can respond to chat. This run has a lot of untimed stuff because we use IGT. It hit a track mode. Sorry. Once it's done loading, it'll be loading again, and then we'll be good to go. So go away, loading, please. So yeah, this is based on another engine that they repurposed to deliver this tie-in licensed game, because that's what you do when you got wasted resources. All right, we are going to play today, and this has not been seen in a marathon before, as Masta Killa. Previously, Method Man was the only character who could consistently beat the last boss. Now that I have a stick and the ability to map some buttons, Masta Killa has changed the game, as it were. And so, with this, I am ready to go. And 3, 2, 1. That's my favorite one of those. Alright, I'm going to take off my headphones from the monitor set. Alright, we're going to skip the cutscene because that takes time, and I have a real-time estimate, even though this is an IGT game. So 36 chambers is the full content for a single character. We have 36 achievements we have to get to solve this run. And those 36 achievements vary from combo length to using the fatalities, but they mostly involve doing this. The first attack is a 3-input on the base buttons. It is a pain and a half. Right. And that was the first level. Those being able to consistently press those 3 buttons via a controller map completely changes the game in terms of the ability to actually use some of the characters that require more than more than one input to do this stuff. So yeah, you saw those dots pop up there. Those are the achievements, the 36 chambers. I'm not gonna go for grabs here. I've come to figure I should do them elsewhere. There's better bosses for grabs. Changdao, who is the palette swap, if you will, of Method Man. She's essentially Shadow Method Man. She actually has a lot of ways to disrupt grabs. And we're done. There are a couple of things in this that are very hard to do. The hardest one is probably do 10 stages without dying, just because there's some brutal stuff in various places. So we try and do all of the bonus content before we reach the really hard stuff. This is where I'm going to do my blocks and my grabs. So, well, first, you should try and beat me up. No. No, that's the crouch button, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we got our blocks. Now it's time for some grabs. Grabs are, as usual, 2-button presses. Man, Juin is on fire today in terms of grabs. Ugh. That's right, that's a 3-step. Seriously, Juin, stop it! I get 4 throws. Stop it. Oh, that was too fast. I cannot afford to die here, so I'm just gonna abort crabs if I can't get them. If I can't get them like really quick here. There we go. All right, we did grabs. Great. Let's kill this guy. All right. Woo. Okay, grabs are done. Blocks are done. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Those are 2 of the most techy chambers. All right. We finished all the blue chambers, which gives us nothing. We need to finish the red chambers. To give us our second fatality, which is a swap move, 5, 6, 7 hit combos, and complete 4 rows without continuing. So we should get the conform. We got Grandmaster Deck helping us here, or Inspected Deck. Sorry, Grandmaster Deck is me matching up the characters. So as you can see, I can get very long combos with this, and we need to have a combo of every length from 5 to 10. To get all the chambers. So that was the 10. There's a 6. Yeah, this is when the game where enemies start blocking effectively. There is no chip damage in the default settings, so I have to turn on chip damage. And so enemies can block as much as they want. And it's not great. Ow. Ow! Good punches there, friend. I need a 7. Nope, I didn't need a 7. I had one already. Alright, die. There's a cutscene as we take the barge from Staten Island to Chinatown. And then we'll be in Chinatown. And I will immediately teleport back to Staten Island via the magic circle on the ground. It's fine. Oh wait, no. First we have to deal with the warehouse fight. Right. Come on, King-Gang. This game has plenty of 2v1s, 3v1s, because it is quite fun as a like a multiplayer nonsense thing using the PSX multi-tap. It is less fun as a fighter game, but fine by me. Yes, Ray got it right. This was thrill kill. Yeah, you can dig into the things on the achievements, but if you don't select into them, they won't select into you. Alright, we're on Staten Island. We're still avoiding the action of Staten Island, which is where the Wu-Tang started. We're gonna try and take down this barge. No trickery here either. This fight is legitimately difficult and can go sideways. Jizza has come to help you. It's the Rizza, the Jizza. The Wu-Tang Clan. Wu World Order. Wu World Order. Wu World Order. That's right. Deck is the parasite. Jizza's the that's the clone of ODB. He uses drunken fighting, of course. So you get a lot of annoying, somewhat unexpected behavior out of him. have a spinning move too, but it's nowhere near as good as that one. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Is that fatality 2? Because you have to use all the fatalities. No, we don't even have fatality 2 yet. That was fatality 1 still. I haven't done a swap move. Right, I need to do a swap move. Warehouse 1 is a good place to do a swap move. Let's find Warehouse 1. Nope, that's Chinatown. Warehouse 1. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Uji by himself. Swap move is another grapple style move. Light punch plus heavy kick. Just need to do one though. Wuji! I had the grab. Give it to me. Thank you. Alright, we're done with the fair stuff. Don't have the power yet. Close, but we need another series of hits. We need another hit to get power. That's my taunt. It doesn't do anything. The taunt is called Disrespect, because that's what it is. Alright, that should get me all the red chambers. So that's Fatality 2 access. Great. Good, good, good. We've already done a tech roll. This area is really annoying because it starts you at different places, sometimes coming out of fights. Alright. You and Dirty must team up and take out at least 10 of these guys. At least 10. Oh, it is wild, lot nonsense in multiplayer. It's very interesting because, like, there's a bunch of moves that have the ability to hit multiplayer, right? Like, so, like, what you would use in those scenarios is very different. But yeah, and the fatalities can range to be very entertaining. One of the fatalities involved, like, drowning your enemy in a vat of green stuff and then coming out of it with, like, a liquor bottle that says "Brew Brew." Like, the ninja, playing the ninja character, all of the fatalities are ninja styles. They're all coming out of shadows, cutting people to ribbon, stuff like that. And we're playing the ninja style character today. So I mentioned the other character that we do runs with is Method Man, because Method Man also has a simple move that has incredible utility. He has the longest range initiate in the game. And so, oh, we got purple too. That's very good. We got the 3 kills while having power up. Alright, now Chinatown Square. Chinatown Square is another good place to do blocking and grabbing. But if you don't, you just have the same kind of... But yeah, you see the blocking is just way better on these later characters. And if you think their blocking is bad, wait till you see the last 2 bosses. Their blocking is ridiculous. And there's no chip damage in this game. At least not by the default settings. Power up. Use your Luso meter. Power meter, or whatever it's called. Ow. Rude. Oh, I was hoping to kill him with a stab. I rarely get to do that. But he's just too defensive. There you go. Sucker punch in the face. Alright, heavy punch is the punch that we want to do to get 3rd fatality, but we must already have it. Fatality 3 is Sky Blue 3. Should be bonus Chinatown. Here's a situation where your whole team has more lives than this guy, but you have less. The amount of lives you have versus the amount of lives that the enemies have varies. And the fourth hardest area in the game is a place where you have less lives than your enemies. You're down 1 life against them, and it's a 3-on-1. That's not good. That's very bad, actually, because it's hard to do things like this in a 3-on-1. Yep, we don't have the 3rd fatality yet. Chinatown sewers at latest. You are correct. Notes that I made to myself. I am basically the only runner here, but now that I'm also a SRC admin, I can approve runs from other people. So trust me, if you want to run this game, and we have a category for every character, so if you can find a way to beat, either the non-full chambers or the full chambers with somebody, feel free to submit. Beating the non-chambers with everybody is possible, and probably speedrunnable. Getting all the chambers with somebody is incredibly difficult. Stop beating on the guy that literally takes no actions. You're very rude. Just have to stab you repeatedly with the heavy punch, and that'll get us Fatality 2, which will unlock Fatality 4 when we need it. Fatality 3 is green chambers, which we have. Now we have. So now we need to use Fatality 3, which can be activated by our flip. This should be Airport Hangar. Yep. So here's the best part of any fighting game. A 2-minute auto-scroller. Do you like auto-scrollers? You like fighting games? Wu-Tang has the screen for you. And it's 3 ninjas VU. This is the one thing that's become harder with a stick, because sticks aren't necessarily well set up to double move in random directions. But that is exactly what we have to do here to try and stay away from the enemy and not die faster than they kill us. Now we're actually behind on time because I failed so badly getting away from stuff. Ah! This used to be where I got 15, seconds away from the enemies very easily, but no longer. Because changing directions here relies on your camera being helpful to some degree, and the camera is always never helpful. But we have caught back up. We're no longer behind on lives. The timer never freezes, so it's just a matter of, even if you die, it doesn't matter, right? It's just a matter of having a sliver of health left at the end. So we can spend most of our time trying to stay away from an enemy for 15 seconds and getting the achievement for that. Otherwise, we'll have to do it later. Ah! But these guys are exactly clones of me, and they do not make it easy. They have the same long-reaching, multiple-hitting move that I do. Alright, 12 seconds left, so we can't get the achievement anymore, so we're gonna go on offense. Go some nerds. Nerds! Those nerds, these nerds, some other nerds. Alright. Jump on the plane and get ready to fly to China. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. This is the last dungeon, if this game were filled with dungeons. This is the 4th to last level and is of difficulty with the other last boss levels. You are behind a life in the level versus 3 opponents with good AI. And you kind of just have to hope that they don't crush you. Because you have very little control over whether they will just crush you. They will decide to use moves that make it impossible to beat enemies. That's not a bad first life, but it's not a great one. We'd really like to get some good, meaty tumbles. Alright, that's one of the one-lifers down. That will help a lot. Alright, we got power, that'll help. Power does nothing except increase your ability to kill. Alright, we got the other guy. We're in good shape now. And we're done. Alright. Yeah, it's a tough fight, but we got there. That should give us Fatality 4. Yep, that's Fatality. That's Blue Chambers is Fatality 3 finished, so alright, so now we have to get Fatality 4, which I will get in the next stage, the Forgotten Temple. Here's the dragon. Haimudan is the only female character. Sorry, one of 2 female characters in this game. And she has an afro. Alright, so here's where I'm going to get my 15 seconds after I deal with Haimudan. For some reason, even though this is another 3v1, it's way easier than the last one. I don't know if it's Haimudan's moveset, because it's a smaller arena, or what. But this is, no question, every single time has been easier than... I'm not sure I've ever lost in this stage. Well, I have lost in some of the other stages with other characters. This one's just, Haimudan's just not a threat. Okay, now I need to dodge her for 15 seconds. Stay away from me, Haimudan. Alright, that's what we want. And now our normal flip uses the right button to get the 4th fatality. Okay. Alright, yep. That's what we need to see going into the next stage, is all chambers except for those 2 filled. Because the filling of those last 2 chambers is the last 2 bosses. So, can you guess what the power set of the second to last boss? This is the final boss if you're playing, you know, normal any chambers. Can you guess what he's dressed like? That's right, it's a Raid knockoff. Welcome to the Wu-Tang style of ripping off Raid. So, again, right, like this guy has lots of good moves, lots of blocking, more health. Like, at this point, the enemies have more health than default, right? Like, he has closer to, like, normal enemies have, like, 75 health. He has much more like 150 health. So with Method Man, I have to make sure I don't overcommit into this guy, because Method Man absolutely commits when he does his leaping move. And so there's, like, if you jump in and miss, you will get destroyed. Whereas this one gives me, I bounce back, and I send up so many hits that often he'll try to counter. Right, like, just trying to jump in on him makes this a much faster fight, right, like in a speedrunning sense, and it's also not that risky. Method Man has a very fine technique, but the amount of damage he does is lower, and, you know, more importantly, it's far less safe. I would like to not die, thank you. Yeah, he has a number of ways you can watch for him leaving himself open. That's just not necessary with Masta Killa. Ow! He splattered me before I could use my power. These bosses are no joke. If you don't have a way to cheese them, it is a tough fight. Even with Method Man, who is probably the next best character to use in the speedrun, this fight is not a guarantee. You know, I've still got 2 lives at this point, right? Like this is, and that's with constantly attacking, right? That's just a huge change. So that's the 35th chamber beating the second to last boss, but we have one left. And if you thought the last boss had a lot of lives and a lot of defense, you ain't seen nothing yet. Prepare to face Mangju. Prepare to die. 10 lives versus 10 lives. Smaller arena, 10 lives, 10 lives. The same level of AI competence by and large. But again, Master Killer has the, like, if you play this relatively smart but still incredibly aggressive, you can kill Mangju very quickly as Masta. I'm still ahead. Like I'm still a life and a third ahead. Like that's ridiculous for how often I'm attacking. You can't be this aggressive with other characters. Some characters I just can't beat Mangju with. Like there's no way to reach in and punish him. Like the character just doesn't have a long enough initiate, right? Whereas Method Man has the longest initiate, and so he can do the job, but he has to be careful about when he initiates. Masta has this ridiculous 4-hit combo that turns into a 10-hit combo. That you can just continually slam somebody with until they decide to have their defenses down, and then they die. So yeah, this is the final boss. Time will stop just like IGT stops at the end of the stage. We will, of course, check the IGT because this is a timed run, and one could get a world record here since I'm the only runner. My PBs are world records. Sad but true. Please consider running this game. There's more to explore that I haven't done. There's other characters that you can maybe figure out, and every character except for Method Man and Master Killer is a free world record. Because I don't know how to win with them. And whether you want to do incomplete or complete chambers, right? Actually gonna get me. All right, that's fine. We are still so far ahead. That's fine. You don't have to be prepared. Ow, 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 ow. Look at that. Just casually puts you in the dirt, and if you can't find a way to engage with him, there you go. You're dead. Oh, that fan was perfect. Well fanned. And yeah, enemies can enter power mode. Usually we kill so fast it doesn't matter, and that's time! Woo! Such disrespect. Yeah, the way that you go down is somewhat random. There's a last cutscene. We're not gonna watch it, unless we are told we have a ton of time to watch cutscenes. Activision presents a game based on another game, based on a property. I just think it's really cool that they took their Kung Fu Sonas and put them in the game. Like, can you imagine being that big of a nerd with that much money and just putting your Kung Fu Sonas in a game? Like, that's awesome. All right, records me. Wow, why was that in 1803? That's still a world record. Man. Why? What? I guess there are some stages that I took longer on to do stuff. Oh well. I'm just confident I can beat that. So another time certainly. So yeah. Thanks, Licensed Done as always. Last year I got through Galgo. This year it's Wu-Tang. I'll have to find another licensed game to keep the streak going next year. But yeah, this is Wu-Tang Shaolin style. Music is good. The single player is crushingly difficult. The multiplayer is very fun. Yeah, it's worth at least exploring. I wish the virtual highlight was I'd run that for sure. Thanks, Author Boost, for getting everybody into that recently. So yeah, I am done. Wu-Tang.